I've always wondered how those short-term vacation rental spaces, like an Airbnb experience, gets to look so amazing. Certainly looks better than my pad. This is exactly what our guest this week does. Meet Jessica Clarke. She's an interior designer and has a company called It's Just Living Austin. I'm excited to see how the magic comes together. Let's get into it, eh? Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, tell me a little bit about you.
Oh, let's see. My favorite color is teal.
Is that what you're going to do this space? Like, you're going to put some teal in the space, paint the walls a little bit?
Actually, I want to put more neutral colors in here because right now it's a little bit heavy, and especially since we've got the wood, I would like to put some lighter colors. But yeah, blue is one of my favorite colors. There's something about looking at the sky and feeling that sense of like serenity, and that's something that kind of inspired me to get going onto the creative path, because that feeling of calm and chasing a dream.
Because we're going to document the transformation of this space, how do you transform a space? Like, how do you visualize it? How do you see what it could be? And what's the process look like?
It depends on the client, but we start with, what do we love? What are the things that are key and most appealing? Like, this funky little refrigerator is adorable and eclectic. For like unique furniture pieces. So we find out what is it that we want to keep, and then we go next to the colors. So what colors can we play with? And we kind of keep narrowing down to figure out just like, what are the parameters? What's the budget? What needs to be avoided? Because as much as we need to focus on the stuff that we love, it's important to know if you're not a pattern person, then probably won't like those chevron tiles.
Yes, I'm excited to see the before and after, how you utilize a small space and what you can do with it. So it's gonna be cool to see the transformation happen.
The funny thing about small spaces is that sometimes those tend to be the ones that are most cozy. I used to travel a lot, and I had the benefit of always being stuck in the back seat. But it was always the smallest space, but I found that somehow not having as much room to kind of move about meant that I just had to find like a little comfortable space, and that became so perfect because it's like it feels contained and safe and cozy and just what you need.
What in your career are you most proud of?
Following this path, it pushes you to go past the boundaries that you think that you're capable of. I've had to develop routine, I've developed structure, I feel like I've watched myself kind of grow up and become this person that's able to handle all sorts of things and questions, and I mean, I hung stuff from ceilings. Just seeing that growth and continuing to work on the process. Like I'm not sure that I would have that same motivation if I wasn't doing something that I was passionate about and loved. And so that's been a very big source of pride and joy.
What has been your biggest challenge and obstacle in your career?
The biggest challenge has been learning to let go. Yeah, learning to let go and remembering that above all else, personal wellness is the most important factor, because at the end of the day, I can't do a good job if I'm not doing a equally good job taking care of myself. And sometimes, it's easy to have these things that are this endless to-do list that's left undone, and this nagging little voice that says, I can do it all. But stepping back and saying, no, it's all right, I'll leave stuff to do for tomorrow.
What do you enjoy working on the most? What brings you the most joy?
The collaborative process. I love the conversations and communication back and forth where they tell me all about the things that they're doing with their life, the things that are important to them, the things that that are really meaningful. I love hearing that all and really combining it together. There's a couple that I've been working with, and one, she's really passive and minimalist, and her husband, he's a little bit funky, and really figuring out a way to have both of those elements, but not so much that one is overpowering, but when someone can walk into a room, they can both say with pride, oh yeah, this is us, this is us.
Next question is it's kind of like the inside scoop question. So it's like learning a bit about you, and outside of your business world, what's your passions and hobbies? What do you like doing?
The biggest passion is performance. When in my younger days, I was not so kind to my body, and I realized that time catches up. So dance kind of became this outlet where it taught me how to have proper alignment, how to fix myself, essentially. And in that, I've started taking all sorts of different things, right? So ballet dancing. I work with props, so I do like hula hoops, and I've recently gone up to like double hula hoops, and I practice with lyra, and the list goes on. And performance, like I just love the expression that comes with it, and it's still another creative outlet.
Thank you so much for coming on. I'm excited to get the people out there to be able to use your services and check you out. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show.